Come a little closer, Al. No, he'll take care of it. Thank you all for coming here today. My name is Vivek Babda. I'm here to officially announce that I'm running for the 10th District, United States House of Representatives for Congress from Illinois.
All right.
So the question becomes, why do you want to run for office? Well, the answer is simple. My parents. My parents left India in the 1970s to come to this country. They left behind their friends and their families to seek a better life for themselves and eventually me. They took this risk because they believe that in America, each person has opportunity. They believe that in America, each person is only limited by her dreams and how hard she is willing to work to achieve them. But those beliefs that they risk so much for are being shaken, and not by the people of this country, but by those in Washington. We cannot threaten not to pay our bills. We cannot return to prosperity by turning our backs on those seeking work. And we cannot be the United States of America if we choose party over country. Over the last few years, I've been struck when people say, let's take our country back. This strikes me as just the fundamentally wrong way to think about things. What makes America great, what drew my parents and countless others here, is that America always moves forward, leading the way. It's our consistent forward progress that makes us what we are, be it healthcare, education, or human rights. We are a guiding light to the world, and we cannot let this Congress take us in the wrong direction. Now, we hear a lot from Washington about what we cannot do. We hear that we cannot remove tax breaks on oil companies to balance the budget, but that is wrong. We hear that we cannot keep our promises to our seniors on Medicare, but that too is wrong. And we hear that we cannot use the government to put people back to work, but that three is wrong. To move this country forward, we shouldn't talk about what we can't do, but what we can do. Creating jobs is the most important priority. We can create jobs by investing in our infrastructure, like doubling the number of lanes on I-90 and I-94 from the Loop to the airport and to Tower Road, respectively. We can invest in a smart grid, state government and local government, and to reduce the unemployment rate from 9.1% and 10.1% in parts of Illinois down to the 2004-2005 boom levels. We can also invest in education. If we let things go the way they are, by 2014, 80% of our schools will be failing. If we want better results, we've got to teach the tests that are worth teaching to. We've got to incentivize learning through a growth model. And we've got to make sure that we have well-trained, well-funded, and accountable teachers. And college costs continue to rise. We've got to simplify all the tax credits to one more generous credit, up to $10,000, up to 50% of college tuition. And we cannot let the financial system be the way it is. We have to break apart too big to fail banks like we break apart monopolies because they blew up our economy. We also have to keep Medicare benefits the way they are, but we've got to cut costs somewhere. So let's use a reverse Dutch auction payment system to lower costs without cutting benefits. So let's keep talking about the issues. Let's keep talking about the candidates. Let's have debates so we know where the candidates stand. Let's have debates to know who the best candidate is. I know I'm the best candidate because I'm unconventional, mature, and I take political risks. I don't rely on a group of cynical political consultants, and I actually provide some solutions. I also have the experience to move us forward. I know this district because I grew up here. I have that experience. We moved to Glenview, and I went to Winkleman Elementary School. We moved to Mundelein. I went to Hawthorne Elementary School in Vernon Hills. I then went to Libertyville and Libertyville High School. It was on to Northwestern to get a BA in political science and economics. While there, I was recruited to work for the Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago. And I did so. I did Home Mortgage Disclosure Act execution, and I worked in the stats department. I saw firsthand the difficulties that middle-class loan applicants face. I saw firsthand the problems that community banks face. I also worked for Muni Financial, a public finance consulting firm. I saw firsthand how to create jobs, how to promote growth, and how to deal with budgets. I also was a Teach for America educator. I know firsthand the challenges that our students face. I also know that in every child's eyes, you can see excellence, ingenuity, and potential. That's for every stripe of person, every color, every race, every creed, every ideology. Now, I've also had a lot of experience in democratic politics and progressive issues. I volunteered for the Democratic National Convention in 1996. I volunteered for Dick Durbin's Senate campaign, for Congresswoman Schakowsky's campaign. I also worked with the Indo-American Democratic Organization to register voters on Devon Avenue. This was through the New American Democracy Project. I also interned for the president when he was a senator. After I got my master's of public affairs, I was a Toro project coordinator in St. Louis, Missouri. I worked with the unions in arbitration and workman's comp cases. I created interfaith youth conferences. I created a coalition called the Missouri Coalition for Life-Saving Cures to protect stem cell research from a ban. If that ban would have gone into place, diabetes, type 1 diabetes, Parkinson's, and cancer cures would all have been slowed. I also got a law degree from John Marshall Law School. I passed the bar and I have my own practice. But none of this is important, as important as saying that I've worked with people of all races, all creeds, all colors, all ideologies, and I know how to get things done. I've worked in every sector: business, labor, nonprofit, political campaign, government. I'm the only candidate who can say that. So I have the skills and experiences to lead. So let's move this country forward. I need your help. I need your votes, I need your contributions, and I need you to volunteer. So let's get started in moving this country forward. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. So before we have lunch now, folks, I want to get a picture of everyone.